Welcome to the Five9 Virtual Contact Center demonstration hosted by Intellect Solutions. Today, Jim Winton, our design sales engineer, will provide a full presentation of the agent experience within the Five9 solution. Jim will demonstrate the browser-based Agent Desktop Plus client and its support for voice and all of the digital channels offered in the platform. If you would like to dive deeper into any aspect of the demo, please do not hesitate to reach out to us by email at sales@intellectsolutions.com.
Thanks for joining our Five9 Virtual Contact Center demo. Today we're going to look at the Agent Desktop Plus or ADP client. This is the browser-based client that is included with the Five9 platform. ADP supports both voice and voicemail media, as well as digital engagement media such as email, chat, and SMS. You can see these options on the left side of my screen. Here at the top left corner, you can see my agent status. This drop-down menu allows me to manage the status of my agent. As you can see, I am currently in a ready state, but if I need to change to a not ready status, I can select a not ready reason. These are completely configurable, and you can see some of the more common reasons here. I can also select only certain channels I want to handle by selecting those channels here. Below the agent name, you'll see a list of skills that have been assigned to my agent. Five9 can also be configured to allow the agent to select the skills they want to currently be assigned or to have assigned to them. Here in the top right corner, the agent has access to several features, including their address book, a chat option, and a reminders tool. The address book allows agents to see the present status of all other agents in the domain. The message or chat option allows the agent to chat directly with other agents and supervisors or send broadcast messages to the entire team. The reminders option is where the agent can set up reminders for customer follow-up calls. Under the Actions menu, the agent also has the option to compose an email or SMS message. Finally, there's a Help option where agents can view the ADP User's Guide, see keyboard shortcuts, test audio quality, and more. So the next thing we're going to do is take a look at the Intelligent Virtual Agent. And for this first demonstration, I will actually be dialing into the call center and leveraging the natural language processing capabilities of the IVA to show how these can make it easy for customers to get support through self-service, and in doing so, offload some tasks from human agents. So I will actually use my cell phone here to call into the call center. Hopefully everybody will be able to hear this just fine.
Hi there, Jim. Thanks for calling Multibank. I am your virtual assistant. How may I help you today?
Yes, I would like to check my account balance.
I'm happy to assist you with that. Which account?
My checking account.
Please speak the phrase you used to enroll in our secure voice biometric authentication service and press pound when finished.
My name is Jim Winton, and my voice is my password.
Thanks for verifying using our voice biometric security. Your checking account has a balance of $2,500. What else can I assist you with today?
I would like to make a payment.
I do see you have one loan with us, carrying a balance of $50,000. To pay your regular monthly installment, press 1 or simply say regular payment. To pay a different amount, I'll draft your checking account with the amount of $300. Thank you for your time. Your checking account balance is now $2,200 and your new loan balance is $49,700. What else can I assist you with today?
What are your business hours?
Our business hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. What else can I assist you with today?
What is your mailing address?
We are located at 3001 Bishop Drive, San Ramon, California, 94583, United States. If you are calling from a cell phone, I can send you a text with a link to our office. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
The link has been sent to 8645251769. What else can I assist you with today?
I would like to speak with a representative.
Please hold while I transfer you to an agent.
So here you can see back on my agent screen, I have a call coming in. I get a pop-up with some information about who's calling and where they're calling from and what number they called into. So if I go ahead and accept that call, I get some additional information here about the customer, as well as there's a guidance item up here for me as the agent to guide me in my opening message to the customer. There is also information that we can get here in the interaction section, which is information about our contact record for the customer, any additional details we have there, as well as we can get a history of all of our interactions with this customer to give the agent some background. Also back under this tab, we can see IVA data, which gives the agent access to what the customer has done with the interactive virtual agent prior to transferring over to the human agent. So that could be very helpful as well. Over on the left, you'll see that's where our agent has their call controls. So they have all the basic features that you would have with a regular phone here. They can put an agent on hold. They can mute the agent. Again, if we had agents logged in, we could transfer this call to another agent. We could also have the option to park the call or to conference in other resources onto the call. So once we have finished our call interaction, we have a few choices as to how we want to end the call here. Of course, if the customer hung up, that would end the call. We can also use this end call button, which we will go ahead and do to finish this call up. And then we will need to set a disposition. Now, if we set the disposition prior to ending the call, that would also end the call. But we're going to go ahead, and again, all these different dispositions are configurable. These are just some examples, and we're going to go ahead and pick first call resolution. And once we do that, we're going to be back to the agent screen, and our agent will be ready for their next engagement. And for the second engagement, we're going to take a look at a mocked up demo website for our banking client here, multi-bank. And you'll be able to see here that we have several embedded widgets on their web page. Things such as let us call you, email us, and chat now. These widgets are configurable and customizable to meet customer needs. If the customer does not want to have, for example, the self-service or let us call you menu, that could be removed. The widgets can also be customized with different colors, backgrounds, and logos. So now we'll take a look at this Let Us Call You feature. So if we select that, it's going to ask us to fill out some information, which I will go ahead and fill in there. And once we hit the Call Me Now button, I should be getting a call to my cell phone, which I am. And if I go ahead and answer that call and go back to my agent screen, you'll see once again, I have a pop-up letting me know I have an inbound call. Very similar to the previous instance where I called in directly. And all the same features that we had with the previous call. So we've got the phone options. And again, to end the call, we would just press end once we had finished up. And again, we would pick a disposition. And that would take us back to the ready state and be ready for our next interaction. So if we take a look next at the email us function, again, we'll be presented with a form, or the end user would be presented with a form to fill out some information. And so we'll go ahead and fill out our name, email address, and the subject. And we'll just say information needed. And when we send this email, you'll see one message pop up in queue here for the email. So there's a couple of different ways this can be configured. This email can be sent directly to an agent, or the agent can actually view this queue as we're doing here, and then what's referred to as cherry pick the message. So they could actually look at who it's from and the subject, and if they wanted to take that email interaction, they can click on this button and that will actually assign the email to them. So that is just an option as to how you want these type of interactions assigned to agents. But once the interaction is assigned to the agent can either forward or reply. And we're going to reply here. And that's going to bring up a email form for the agent. The agent has a couple of options. They can either just start typing an email, or if this is a common type interaction, different type of assistances can be created, and the agent can choose from one of those. We'll say in this case, change address. And you can see when I click on that, it actually populates the reply message for me. And even though it does that, this is still, the agent can edit it. So maybe instead of a fantastic day, I'm going to wish the customer a great day. And once I have everything the way I want, I can send the message. But you can see I also have the option to discard the message if I don't want to send it. And I'm going to go ahead and send this message out. And once that's done, really all the agent has to do at that point is set a disposition. And again, we'll say, we'll just pick information requested. And that will take the agent back to ready status. And we can see I did actually get an email, change of address information from the Five9 contact center. So now we've looked at a couple of things. We've looked at the callback function and the email function. So we'll go back here and close this out. And next we'll take a look at the chat function. So if I click the chat now, again, we're going to be asked to fill out a little bit of information, which we will. But here I'm going to be actually initially dealing with another IVA or a chat bot. So instead of just typing out a full question, I'm simply going to say hi here to start this interaction. And you'll see I get a automatic reply from my AI assistant, Sarah, and asking how she can assist me today. So the first thing we're going to ask for here is we're going to be looking for a new loan. So we're just going to put in new loan. And she comes back with a response and says, happy to assist, asking what type of loan we're looking for. I'm going to enter it's a home loan. And before we can go any further, she needs an authorization code. And so I'm going to provide that authorization code here. And then it's going to ask for my address. And so we'll just put in something here. I've got my address, and I also want like a phone number. So we're going to put in a phone number for our request. And finally, the dollar amount that we would like to borrow. And so now the agent has collected all this information and is reaching back to confirm with us the information. And so we're going to say yes. And now we've been told that somebody will get with us in a couple of days. And so we can go on. We could either exit here, talk to an agent, but we'll see what other things that Sarah can help us here with. Let's see about an address for the bank. So we got the mailing address for the bank there. And we could, again, ask about business hours. So we can get that information. And now maybe before we wrap up, we decide we want to talk to a representative. So we can just enter representative here. And that's going to actually transfer us back over. And here in just a moment, we'll see a chat entry pop up in the chat queue, just like we did with the email. And so we will go ahead and select that and we'll accept that chat. And here we can see again the interactions that we've had or that the customer had with the IVA prior to coming over to the agent. So we have all that information. And again, we have the option for doing assistance or the agent picking from an assistance. Again, they could conference someone in. So we're going to go ahead and actually just type something here. Here, we're going to go ahead and send the response, and we will see that come back up over here. Go in and we can pick the banking thank you message, and we'll hit send, and then we'll go ahead and end the chat. And we are asked to confirm that we want to end so we don't accidentally end the chat. So we hit confirm, and we'll set our disposition, and we'll say this one was a first call resolution. So that takes care of kind of the different options that some of the different options that you can do with these widgets from the customer's website. So we'll go ahead and close that out and hop back over to our agent, and kind of back to something we talked about in the beginning here, the different actions. So next, we'll take a look at how the compose SMS and compose email actions work for the agent. So if the agent needs to compose an email, they can select the compose email option. Again, they get a form, so they can fill out phone number that they want to send the message to. They could also look up the customer if the customer was in the a customer they had contact information for. And actually, since I entered the phone number, it looked me up. And then we can go ahead and put a message in here. We'll just say good morning. And before we actually hit send here, I'll show you a couple of things. So the agent has a few options. If they decided they wanted to not send this message and just discard it, they can do that. If they got interrupted by, say, a phone call or needed to step away, they can do a save and close, and then they can come back in and reopen the message and complete it. It can be configured so the agent can attach a file. That is not the case for this particular configuration for my agent, but again, that's one of many, many things that can be configured within the Five9 environment. And again, you have the option for assistances if the customer chooses to create those. We do, in this case, want to set a disposition before we send the message. So we can say, send SMS message, or we could say if this was going to complete our interaction, we could say close the case, and then we'll go ahead and send that message. And since I used my actual phone number there, I just received that text message to my phone, and I will reply back here. So I just sent that reply back on my cell phone, and we should see a message pop up in the chat, which we do. And again, the agent can accept that message. And my message back was just a quick question. Now, while you can't see it, I also got an automatic reply from the Five9 contact center saying, thank you for contacting Multibank. Your expected wait time to be serviced by an agent is 4 minutes. And then the hello and thank you for using our service message, which those are kind of comfort messages or automatic messages that can be configured to be sent out to the customer while they're waiting on an agent to respond. So finally, we'll take a look at the compose email, and that's going to work very similar to the text. Again, we're going to put in who the email is to. And the subject. Just put in this information. Again, all the same options to discard the message, to close and save and come back to it. Here we have some actual assistances that we could use, just like we've seen before. And in this case, my client is authorized to attach a file to the email. Again, we'll want to pick a disposition. So in this case, we'll say call back tomorrow. And we will go ahead and send our email. And that will come through. And again, we could continue that conversation until everything was resolved. But that is really it for the Agent Desktop Plus environment, at least what we're going to cover in the demo today. I appreciate your time and attention. Please let us know if you have any questions or would like to dive deeper into anything or see any of the other aspects of the Five9 Virtual Contact Center. Thanks a lot and have a great day.